The HEMI engine is one of the greatest American V8s ever built. 5.7 liters of pushrod muscle that has proven itself capable of extraordinary longevity in the right hands. There are HEMI-powered Chargers, Challengers, and Ram trucks on the road right now, with over 250,000 miles on original engines, running clean, pulling strong, and showing no signs of stopping. And then there are the ones that did not make it. The HEMIs that started burning oil at 90,000 miles. The ones that developed a tick that turned into a knock that turned into an engine replacement. The ones whose owners are genuinely confused about why their engine failed when they feel like they did everything right. The HEMI does not die randomly. It dies predictably, for specific reasons, caused by specific things that owners do or fail to do, that the engine simply cannot tolerate over the long term. Here are 12 of them. If you are doing any of these right now, stop. Let's get into it. Number 1. Revving the engine hard, immediately after a cold start. When your HEMI starts cold, the oil is sitting in the pan with limited coverage on the upper engine surfaces, the camshaft, lifters, and rocker arms. In the first 30 to 60 seconds after startup, the oil pump is building pressure, and oil is working its way up through the passages to those critical surfaces. Until that film is fully established, the engine is running with significantly less lubrication than it has at operating temperature. Revving a cold HEMI hard before that oil film is established forces those under-lubricated surfaces to work at high load. The resulting metal-to-metal contact at the camshaft lobes and lifter faces accumulates with every aggressive cold start you make. Invisibly, permanently, and cumulatively. Let the HEMI idle for 60 seconds after a cold start. Then drive gently at light throttle for the first 2 to 3 miles until the temperature gauge reaches normal. This single habit change has the highest impact on HEMI longevity of anything on this list. Number 2. Stretching oil changes beyond schedule. The HEMI's oil film is the only thing standing between its internal metal surfaces and accelerating wear. When that oil is old, degraded, and depleted of its protective additive package, every mile you drive in that condition is elevated wear that compounds permanently. Change your HEMI's oil every 5,000 miles regardless of what the monitor reads. Use the correct full synthetic in the factory-specified viscosity, 0W20 or 5W20 on most current HEMI applications. Use a quality filter, Mopar, Wix, or Purolator. If your HEMI has over 150,000 miles, switch to a high-mileage full synthetic with seal conditioning additives. The oil change is the most important scheduled maintenance item on any HEMI. Treat it that way. Number 3. Ignoring low oil level between changes. The HEMI is known to consume a small amount of oil between changes, particularly at higher mileage. What is damaging is never checking and allowing the level to drop a quart or more below the full mark for extended periods. Oil pressure is directly related to oil level. A HEMI running a quart low has reduced pressure throughout the system, felt most acutely at the upper valve train where the camshaft lobes, lifters, and rocker arms depend on it most. These are the exact components that the HEMI tick originates from, and the exact components that fail expensively when chronically under-lubricated. Check your oil level monthly. 2 minutes. Never let your HEMI run more than half a quart below the full mark. This is the cheapest engine insurance that exists. Number 4. Running your HEMI on the wrong fuel. The 5.7-liter HEMI is engineered and calibrated for 87-octane regular unleaded. Using premium 93-octane produces no additional power, no additional protection, and no improvement in fuel economy. It costs more per gallon for zero measurable benefit. In the opposite direction, using consistently low-quality fuel from stations with poor turnover causes the PCM's knock sensors to work harder, triggers timing retard events that reduce power and efficiency, and over time stresses the combustion management system in ways that a few cents in savings never justifies. Use 87-octane from a quality name brand station with high turnover. That is the complete fuel specification for your HEMI. Number 5. Never doing a coolant flush. The HEMI runs hot under hard use. The cooling system manages that heat, and when it is compromised, the HEMI pays for it in head gasket wear, water pump failure, and overheating events that end engine life entirely. Dodge coolant's corrosion inhibitor additives deplete over time. By the time the coolant looks brown and degraded, the internal corrosion of your aluminum components has been happening for a long time. Flush and replace your HEMI's coolant every 3 years regardless of appearance. Use Mopar coolant or Xerox G05. Replace the radiator cap at the same time, a $12 part that maintains proper system pressure and prevents premature boiling under hard driving. These two items together cost under $30 and protect a cooling system whose failure can end your HEMI's life in a single event. Number 6. Using cheap generic oil filters. The oil filter is the last line of defense between the contaminants suspended in your engine oil and the precision surfaces those contaminants would otherwise reach. A cheap generic filter with inadequate filtration media, a weak anti-drainback valve, or a low-quality bypass valve is not an equivalent substitute for a quality filter. The anti-drainback valve matters enormously on a HEMI. It keeps oil in the filter between starts so the upper engine surfaces are not momentarily without pressurized oil on every startup. A cheap filter with a weak anti-drainback valve means your HEMI experiences elevated wear on every single startup that a quality filter would prevent. Use Mopar, Wix, or Purolator filters every oil change. The $2 to $4 difference per change is the most cost-effective protection upgrade available for any HEMI. Number 7. Skipping spark. Plug changes. Worn spark plugs on a HEMI do not just reduce performance. They send unburned fuel into the exhaust on every incomplete combustion event. And over thousands of miles, that unburned fuel degrades the catalytic converter substrate at an accelerating rate. A catalytic converter replacement on a Charger or Challenger runs $800 to $1,500 per converter. Change your HEMI spark plugs every 30,000 miles. Use Mopar, NGK, or Champion plugs in the correct heat range. A full set of 8 costs $40 to $60. The catalytic converter damage that worn plugs eventually cause costs many times that. Number 8. Never servicing the differential fluid. Your HEMI makes power. That power travels through the drive shaft and into the rear differential before it reaches the wheels. The differential contains gear oil that most Dodge owners have never once serviced, despite the fact that it degrades under the extreme pressure of ring and pinion contact during every acceleration event. A rear differential replacement on a Charger or Challenger runs $800 to $1,200. A differential fluid service runs $50 to $80. Service it every 30,000 miles. Use the correct specification fluid for your specific axle. If you have a limited slip differential, the fluid must contain a friction modifier, or the clutches will chatter and wear prematurely. Number 9. Letting the HEMI tick go unaddressed. A HEMI tick that is monitored and addressed early is a manageable valve train noise. A HEMI tick that is ignored and driven through for 50,000 miles is a collapsing lifter waiting to happen. A collapsed lifter caught before it damages the camshaft lobe runs $500 to $1,000 to repair. A collapsed lifter that has worn the cam lobe above it runs $2,000 to $4,000 and involves removing most of the top end of the engine. The difference between those two outcomes is entirely determined by how quickly the owner responds when the tick first appears. If your HEMI has a tick, add 1 quart of Lucas oil stabilizer at the next oil change and monitor whether it improves or worsens over the next 2,000 to 3,000 miles. If it worsens, get a proper diagnostic before you're looking at a cam and lifter job. Number 10. Hard acceleration without proper engine warm-up. The HEMI's horsepower ratings are measured at full operating temperature with fully warmed oil coating every internal surface. Getting on the throttle hard before the temperature gauge reaches its normal operating position applies those loads to an engine that is not yet in the physical state those loads were designed for. The piston rings have not expanded to their design clearances. The oil has not thinned to its operating viscosity. The metal components have not reached their design dimensional specifications. Wait until the temperature gauge is at normal operating position before any hard acceleration. Under gentle driving load, the engine reaches temperature in 3 to 5 minutes. The power will still be there when the engine is ready. Be patient until it is. Number 11. Disabling MDS for the wrong reasons. The HEMI's multi-displacement system deactivates 4 cylinders during light throttle cruise to improve fuel economy. It works well, and it is not damaging the engine. The aftermarket MDS disabler market has created a widespread belief in the HEMI community that MDS causes engine damage, and that disabling it is a protective measure. It is not. MDS transitions are not mechanically harmful to a properly functioning HEMI. The system was engineered for hundreds of thousands of deactivation cycles. The lifters used in MDS-equipped HEMIs are specifically designed for the deactivation function. Disabling MDS increases fuel consumption and eliminates the efficiency benefit the system was designed to provide. If the transition feel bothers you, disable it. But do it as a personal preference choice, not as an engine protection decision, because it is not one. Number 12. Neglecting the PCV system. Last one. And this is one that most HEMI owners have never considered, because most people do not know the PCV system exists on their engine. The positive crankcase ventilation system manages the blow-by gases that escape past the piston rings during normal combustion, routing them back through the intake to be reburned rather than accumulating in the crankcase. When the PCV valve fails, crankcase pressure rises above its designed level. Oil gets pushed past seals and gaskets. The engine begins consuming oil faster than normal, and the contamination load the oil carries between changes increases, degrading oil quality and accelerating wear throughout the engine. The PCV valve on the 5.7 and 6.4 liter HEMI costs under $10 and takes about 5 minutes to replace. Check it every 30,000 miles. Replace it on schedule. This $10 part protects your oil quality, your engine's sealing integrity, and your intake valve cleanliness. And it is one of the most consistently overlooked items on any HEMI maintenance schedule. 12 things. 12 specific habits and oversights that kill HEMI engines built to last for hundreds of thousands of miles. Every one of them is preventable. Every one of them is cheaper to avoid than to pay for after the damage is done. Save this video. Share it with every Dodge owner you know. Drop a comment telling us which one surprised you most. Or tell us how many miles your HEMI currently has. We want to hear from this community. Subscribe for more Dodge tips, maintenance guides, and everything the dealership hopes you never figure out. New video every week. We will see you in the next one.